Justice Department has petitioned a judge to unseal secret grand jury materials from 3 distinct cases involving Jeffrey Epstein, but every single one of those requests so far has been denied.
To discuss the latest in the attempt to unseal documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, we're joined by Sunrise's Trevor Shirley. Hi, Trevor. How you doing?
Hey there. Good morning. This is the story that just won't go away.
That's true.
The president's and the administration, Department of Justice, 0 for 3 now. Asking for these records to be unsealed.
Yeah, it was earlier this week that a federal judge for a 3rd time refused to release the documents that the White House wants. And there were 2 main reasons. The judge said, number one, victim privacy. Does the potential for compromising that outweigh the benefits of releasing these documents? The other argument he made was broader. He said, look, the government already has around 100,000 documents that it hasn't released in this case, that it could do so without a judge's order. Instead, the amount of documents that were in question in this latest case were roughly 70. So the judge was saying essentially, look, this is a distraction. The White House already has access to 100,000 documents. Release those, and then we can worry about what the judge said was really an insignificant number that were being debated in this ongoing cases.
So then the question becomes, when will they release a bunch of these documents that they're holding on to?
So we know that Congress is going to get some tranche of them today. We don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we do know the DOJ is going to start turning over at least some of these materials to Congress. In theory, that's not going to be public, but we know Congress, things often leak out. Could be the case in this, in what we're talking about now. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we do know lawmakers are getting access to some of this material as early as today.
We spoke about that very topic with Virginia Representative Suhas Subramaniam earlier this week on Sunrise on the Hill. Here's what he had to say.
What I would like to see is having AG Bondi come before us, or the thing that will end all of this is if they just release the unredacted full files. They could have done that yesterday. That was their deadline.
James Comer also had something to say on this, so let's hear from him too.
I think the administration knows this is what Congress wants, Republicans and Democrats, and I think President Trump has said clearly he wants to release all the documents. So we're going to get the documents.
It's a lot of documents, as you mentioned.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see just how much of this is released today, whether or not it's of any value. You know, this could just be stuff that we already know, which seems to be happening. You know, there's so much about this case that's already known. The government releases more materials, and when you go through it, there's really nothing new that comes out. So I'm curious to see if really anything new and substantive comes out today.
And that was the judge's reasoning in another effort to get these grand jury documents unsealed. A lot of this is already public knowledge. There's really nothing new here. And then they lean on the privacy of the victims as a reason to keep these documents sealed. You talk about this being the story that won't die. Part of it is because of this effort to get the grand jury documents unsealed, but also depositions are going on right now related to folks who were involved in prior Epstein investigations.
Yeah, earlier this week, House Republican investigators, they talked to a former Attorney General Bill Barr behind closed doors. And according to James Comey, Barr didn't say anything that would in particular incriminate or connect President Trump to all of this. That was really the only thing that Comer said about what they got out of Barr from this. So they've also subpoenaed former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Whether or not people like that are going to cooperate with the subpoena is yet to be seen.
All righty, Trevor, thanks so much.
Yep.
Talk to you later.